Welcome to the Fordyce Bathhouse, located in the heart of Hot Springs, Arkansas. Built in 1915, this historic bathhouse is a prime example of the grandeur and opulence of the American spa experience during the early 20th century. As you enter the main lobby, you should take note of the stunning marble floors and the ornate plasterwork that adorn the ceiling. On your left, you'll find the men's side of the bathhouse, complete with a lounging area and private dressing rooms. To the right, you'll find the women's side, featuring similar amenities. When you go upstairs, you'll see the lavish private baths, each equipped with a shower, a soaking tub, and a steam room. The baths were filled with hot spring water, known for its healing properties. There's a beautiful and unique tiled pool with colorful mosaics that adorn the walls, and natural light filters in through the skylights above. You'll also be able to visit the massage rooms, where trained therapists offered a variety of services to help visitors to relax and rejuvenate. The Fordyce Bathhouse was one of the most popular and luxurious bathhouses in Hot Springs during its heyday. It's now a National Park Service site, open to the public for tours. Here are some additional facts you might find interesting. The Fordyce Bathhouse was the last and most opulent of the bathhouses built in Hot Springs during the early 20th century. It was built in 1915, and it was in operation until 1983. The Fordyce Bathhouse had several steam cabinet rooms, which were used for steam therapy. They were private rooms equipped with a steam cabinet, a bench, and a shower. Guests would enter the steam cabinet room, undress, and sit on the bench inside the steam cabinet. The steam was generated by adding hot water to a container below the bench. Once the steam started filling the cabinet, the guest would close the door and sit inside the cabinet for a certain amount of time, usually 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the guest's preferences. The heat and humidity inside the steam cabinet helped to relax the muscles, improve circulation, and open up the airways, allowing for better breathing. Steam therapy was believed to be beneficial for a variety of conditions, including asthma, bronchitis, and rheumatism. After the steam therapy, guests would use the shower to cool down and then return to their private bath for further hydrotherapy. The combination of steam therapy and private baths were considered to be a very effective form of hydrotherapy. It was a popular treatment offered by the Fordyce Bathhouse. It's worth noting, steam therapy is still used today in many spas and wellness centers around the world. It's considered a safe and effective form of hydrotherapy that can help relieve stress and improve overall well-being. The Fordyce Bathhouse men's room had a beautiful stained glass ceiling that was a notable feature of the building. The ceiling was located in the main lobby of the men's section of the bathhouse. It was a prominent feature that guests would have seen upon entering the building. It was made up of several panels of colored glass, arranged in a geometric pattern. It was set in a metal frame and illuminated by natural light that filtered through skylights above. It was created by the famous American stained glass artist, Louis Comfort Tiffany, who was known for his use of vibrant colors and his ability to create stunning and intricate designs. There was also a large ornate fountain in the men's lobby of the bathhouse. It was made of marble, featured several tiers of bowls, each one supported by ornate sculptures and figures. Water flowed from the top tier into the lower tiers, and then into a large pool at the base of the fountain. The sound of the flowing water would have added to the relaxing atmosphere of the lobby. It was designed in the Beaux Arts style, which was popular in the United States during the late 19th and early 20th century. It features ornate plasterwork, marble floors and staircases, and stained glass windows. The bathhouse had separate entrances and facilities for men and women, but the overall design and amenities were pretty similar. Each side had a lounging area, private dressing rooms, and a variety of private baths. The private baths were filled with hot spring water, which was believed to have healing properties for a variety of ailments. The water was heated to different temperatures, and guests could choose the temperature that suited them best. The Fordyce Bathhouse also had a beautiful tiled pool, which was a popular spot for visitors to relax and socialize. The pool was adorned with colorful mosaics and natural light filtered through skylights above. The massage rooms were located on the top floor of the bathhouse and were staffed by trained therapists who offered a variety of services such as Swedish massage, shiatsu, and reflexology. The Fordyce Bathhouse was donated to the National Park Service in 1989, and it was opened to the public as a museum in 1995. The history of the Fordyce Bathhouse is closely tied to the history of Hot Springs, Arkansas, which has been known for its hot springs for centuries. The area was first settled by European settlers in the early 1800s, and it soon became a popular destination for people seeking the healing properties of the hot spring water. During the late 19th and early 20th centuries, hot springs experienced a golden age of spa culture. Many grand bathhouses were built, including this one, which was again built in 1915. The Fordyce Bathhouse was the last and most opulent of the bathhouses built in Hot Springs. During its heyday, the Fordyce Bathhouse was a popular destination for people from all over the country, including celebrities and politicians. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt visited Hot Springs several times during his presidency, and he was a regular visitor to the Fordyce Bathhouse. He believed that the hot spring water had therapeutic benefits for his polio-related paralysis. He built a home called Little White House in Hot Springs, where he could take the baths, and also he used it as a vacation spot. Al Capone, the notorious gangster, was said to have visited Hot Springs and the Fordyce Bathhouse in the 1920s and 1930s to relax and avoid prosecution. Babe Ruth, the legendary baseball player, was a frequent visitor of Hot Springs and the Fordyce Bathhouse during the off-season. He believed that the hot spring water helped him keep in shape and improve his performance on the field. Will Rogers, the famous humorist and actor, was a regular visitor to Hot Springs and to the Fordyce Bathhouse. Johnny Cash, the country music legend, visited Hot Springs and the Fordyce Bathhouse in the 1970s. He was a resident of Arkansas and often visited Hot Springs for relaxation and inspiration. There are a ton of other famous people who visited it, including boxer Jack Dempsey, singer Bing Crosby, and many more. These famous visitors to the Fordyce Bathhouse were just a small part of the thousands of people who flocked to Hot Springs during the early 20th century to experience the healing properties of the hot spring water and the luxurious amenities of the bathhouses. In addition to the private baths with showers and soaking tubs and steam rooms, in addition to the massages, which they had on the top floor, there was the tiled pool where people could relax and socialize, but they also had other services, including manicures, pedicures, haircuts, and shaves. The Fordyce Bathhouse also had a solarium where guests could relax and get a tan, as well as a gymnasium where they could exercise. All of these services were intended to provide guests with a luxurious and relaxing spa experience. I've told you already how it was one of the most popular and luxurious bathhouses in hot springs during its heyday, but now, as it's open to the National Park Service, you can learn about its history and architecture. They have displays set up with original artifacts and extra tidbits to help you learn more about the history and the architecture of the bathhouse and the spa culture of hot springs.